Hey y'all, welcome back to Brandy's Decor and More. I am going to go ahead and start on my Valentine DIYs. My first DIY is going to be this wreath here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off here so you can see it. And I made this wreath last year. I made this one and I made this one as well. So I picked up some Dollar Tree roses and I picked up 3 different colors. So I'll show you the supplies that you need to make this project, and we're gonna make this same exact one. And I mentioned in my Dollar Tree Valentine's haul that I had picked up the roses and that I was making the wreath for my daughter. So I told her that I was gonna make her one for her door. And so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get started with that. And I'll show you what you need. Okay, so I picked up, I have them down here in my sink. Picked up 4 bunches of the white roses. And then I picked up 4 bunches of this light pink roses. More sort of peachy looking. And then I picked up, sorry y'all, I'm bending down here. And then I picked up these darker. So it will be an ombre effect, just like this one is. I'm sorry, this one's falling over. And then I'll show you how we're gonna be doing that. So those are the ones that I picked up for the project. So 4 of each of those. And then, let's see, let me move this over here. So as our base, I will be using this piece from Dollar Tree. It's just a wall hanging decor piece. I'm going to remove all of this tinsel garland along with the love piece, but I'm not gonna throw anything away. As a crafter, you don't throw things away. You may need them for another project. So, and I do have something later on in mind with this love piece, possibly. But I will be holding on to everything. So what I'm going to do, let me sit this one back over here, is I am going to go ahead and start removing all of this tinsel. So let me go ahead and get started with, I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece here at the end. And then I'm just gonna start unraveling this whole thing. And so you see it starts coming apart here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this removed. I'm not gonna let you sit here and watch me go through removing all of this, but let me go ahead and get all this removed. And then I'll show you what our frame looks like, and then we'll go ahead and get started on the rest of this. This is what our base now looks like. You see, it looks like a grid. And I will start plucking all of my flower buds off, and then I will start gluing them on here. So I am going to go ahead and start plucking all of these off, and then once I have them all off, we'll go ahead and get started with the rest of this project. This is another thing that I do not throw away is the leaves, because you can always use these for other projects. So I try to hold on to these, especially for any like springtime projects. These are great for. So I just want to mention that as a crafter, I don't throw these types of things away either. So just wanted to let y'all know that. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I am going to go ahead and start gluing my buds between the first and second sections here. So along the top here, and then the second row here as well. The top 2 rows will be our white buds. So I am going to just go ahead and put some glue on the end of this. All right, so here's our frame, and I have some glue on the end of there. So I'm just going to place it right here along the top, and I'll turn this around so you can see it. It's gonna be right there along the top. So it fills in real nicely too, because the flower buds are not pretty nice size. So it doesn't take much to fill in each little section. All right, let me move on to the next section here. this is what we have so far. And I am going to, let's see, how many pieces do I have left here? I have 5 pieces, 5 little buds here left. So I am going to fill in as best that I can, but I just wanted to give y'all an idea of what it already looked like so far. And I just found that, let me turn this around so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so as you can see, these pieces right here, these squares are like nice size squares. Of course, as you're in the sides here, some of these pieces are gonna be just a little bit smaller. So what I did was I found some of the smaller buds and I put them over there, and then where these bigger squares were, I put the bigger rose buds. So, you know, I just wanted to mention that to you, but I think it's coming along nicely. It does need to be filled in some more, so let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next layering. I went ahead and I filled in some of the gaps right here through like the middle there. I was able to have enough that I could just fill in there, and then I added another one, I think somewhere along the bottom here, but that's what we have there so far. And now I'm gonna go ahead and move on into now this third row. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on gluing there. And then I'll show you after that what that will look like. All right, before I move any further, let me give you an idea of what that looks like there and how they're attached. As you can see, I just took certain little spots and I just glued it right there up against the frame piece there. So that way you have an idea exactly of what that looks like. All right, so there is our layer there, and there are some gaps, so I will go back through here and I will add some more. I do have quite a bit left over here. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 buds left. I may not even need all of those. And that's okay. I'll just hold on to them if I could use them for something else. So, but I am going to start filling in, and there are probably at least about 4 spots where I could fill in. And so I just want to show y'all that, and let me turn it around so you can see the back side. I'm sorry, there are glue strings and glue everywhere, y'all. All right, so let me pull it in closer there to you so you can see it. And you see, all I did was just glue the pieces that I pulled off just right onto those grid lines. So it is helpful to have that there. And that's the reason why I like to use this reform. You could use, I'm sure, the other one that's the wire one. My stores, I haven't seen that one. So I just grabbed this and it works just as well for me. All right, so let me go ahead and fill that in, and then I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll go ahead and finish off with the remaining there's 2 sections left here, down here at the bottom. All right, let me pop in here real quick and mention this to y'all. These places here in the middle where there's actually not anything to connect to, I'm just putting my glue like halfway up the bud there. I'm finding a spot down in here and I'm just shoving it down in here. Will that hurt? I just shoved it on down in there, and it's gonna adhere to another bud. So that's the way that I'm doing it, because as you see, let's just say like this spot here, there's nothing in the middle there. So I'm just going to go ahead and just add me some glue along the side of the little bud, and then I'm gonna push it right down in here. Ooh, you have to watch it. Don't do like me and get burned. All right, so, but that's what I wanted to mention that, because, you know, there's places where you can't attach, and luckily I was able to purchase enough of these. I couldn't remember from last year how many I used. So I wanted at least to have more than enough. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have some extras, and that's perfectly fine. All right, so I'm going to run this again along here on the side. Find me a spot. Try not to burn myself. And plop it down in there. All right, y'all. So that's what that looks like now. Isn't that so pretty so far? I love, love, love that. So I hope my daughter enjoys it and that she likes it and will enjoy having it on her front door. So, all right, so I have 4 little buds left. So I'm gonna set those to the side. I'll put them over here. All right, so let me bring these over. And I know I'm not gonna need nowhere near all of these. So I might end up putting some of these back on the stems, because there's no way for this little section here that I'm gonna need all this. But that's fine though. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this last section. And once I have this completed, I will come back. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll go ahead and give you my final words. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our wreath all completed. And I love the way that it turned out with the ombre effect. And I hope that she will like the wreath. I feel certain that she will. And so you see how easy it was. Let me turn it around again so you can see how it's placed out there on the back. I just want to show you all that so you have an idea, because you know, I didn't have you step by step the whole entire way through, but you sort of have an idea. And like I said, I like the idea that there is the grid where you can go by. And then in the sections where there was some missing, all I did, like you saw, was I just, you know, I added some glue and just put them in there wherever I needed to. So this was an easy project, and I hope that you enjoyed this DIY. And if so, please give me a thumbs up. If you're visiting for the first time, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. And I would just like to say, thanks for watching. Bye.